Okay, it is Friday, January 29th, 2021, 9:34 a.m. calling Brown County Attorney Chuck Hanson.
Brown County Attorney's Office?
Yeah, is your County Attorney Chuck Hanson in the office today?
He is actually in a meeting right now. Can I transfer you to his voicemail?
Please, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, you reached Chuck Hanson, Brown County Attorney. I am not available, so if you please leave your name and number, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
I'll record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or stay on the line for further options.
Yes, Brown County Attorney Chuck Hanson, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. It's Friday, January 29th, 2021, 9:35 a.m. And I'm trying to figure out what's the status of my Chapter 13 data request. I sent you an email on January 27th, 2021 at 8:55 a.m. Trying to find out the status of my Chapter 13 data request that I submitted for Sapphire Equestrian Farms and Candy Lamar. You are aware that not responding to a Chapter 13 data request is not a proper response, and that's according to the Minnesota Department of Education's data. Can I ask for that on government records and open meetings in Minnesota from the former Information Policy Analysis Division? So again, I'm just trying to figure out why you willfully refuse to respond to my data request. Is it because I provided Candy Lamar's attorney with information that your deputies showed up with uniforms and weapons, which produced a coercive environment? So any possible contract would not be voluntary? Is that what it is? Anyhow, that's what I'd like to know.
I'm sorry, maximum recording time was exceeded. If you'd like to listen to your message, enter 2. To re-record, enter pound. To cancel, pound star. Thank you. Your message has been sent. If you need further assistance, enter pound now. Thank you, and goodbye.
Friday, 11:56 a.m. Hello, this message is for Mr. Nemmers. This is Chuck Hanson, Brown County Attorney, returning your phone call. You had left me a message today, January 29th. It is, left your message about 9:38. It is now 2 minutes to noon on January 29th. I never received an email from you. I'm not sure what email address you used to send that to, but I guess the answer to your question is that I can't respond to a data request that I don't get. Again, I'm not sure what email address you're using. My email is charles.hanson, charles, .hanson, at co, short for county, .brown.mn.us. And if you can send your request to that address, I'd be more than happy to take a look at it and respond accordingly. Have a good day. Goodbye.
End of messages.
Okay, it is Friday, January 29th, 2021, 1:54 p.m. calling Brown County Attorney Chuck Hanson.
Brown County Attorney's Office?
Yes, is your Brown County Attorney Chuck Hanson in the office today?
Hang on one second. I'll see if he's in the office. Can I let him know who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Terry, Terry, Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, ERS.
Hang on one second.
Thank you.
hang on once again.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Chuck.
Yeah, this is Terry Nemmers. How you doing today?
Good.
Well, that's good. Say, I got your bizarre message here this morning. I'm just trying to figure out how it's possible you don't know about my Chapter 13 data requests that I submitted prior in the week when your Brown County IP address 207.171.92.53 was on my Lion News blog on January 28th, 2021.
Can't tell you that there's lots of IPs that come from Brown County. It doesn't mean this came from my office. I don't have your email. Did you send an email?
I just sent another one with the tracking software that shows someone, well, I don't know if it was you or not, that's been on my blog from February 14th, 2020 until yesterday, January 20th, 2021. I've attached all my emails to the chapter.
What email did you send it to? Brown County's a fairly large county, so I guess I'm not sure what.
Well, I used it.
My IP address is the one that someone from my office is. I don't know who you are. I have no.
Well, actually, you do. I spoke to you quite a few years ago. Anyhow,
I speak to a lot of people.
Well, that's fine.
Years, so.
That's fine.
What did you want, Mr. Nemmers? Can I help you with something?
Well, again, I've attached all my Chapter 13 data requests that I submitted to you, your sheriff, and to the Minnesota Federated Humane Society's founder, President Jeff Dow, and
I'm not associated with that organization. I guess I'm not sure why you would attach that.
Well, if you let me finish my sentence, I will gladly explain why I did what I did.
Let me cut you off just a second there, because you're saying you sent this. I'm looking at my email right now. I still don't have an email.
Well, I used your email address that was on your website. I've sent you emails years before, so that's the same email address. And the one that you read off to me this morning on my voice message was the exact same one that is one I used to send to you. Did you happen to check your? Did you check your?
I can check with IT to see if it's getting hung up in our spam.
Oh well, you know that's what I mentioned in my email too. That maybe you should have checked that prior to making the phone call to me. But anyhow,
well, if I didn't get the email, I guess I'm not sure how I would have got your advice.
I called this morning asking for my the response to my Chapter 13 data request, and I do believe then all you had to do was just check your email or spam filter to see if I had actually sent one or not, because that's what other people do when I ask them and they give me this kind of response. So.
I do. I would call you and say I didn't get your email. So check.
Well, then that's fine, but that's what I'm asking. So now I did send it. I sent all my different correspondences, including to the Minnesota Hooved Animal Rescue Foundation Executive Director Drew Fitzgerald. So no, the reason why I did all these things is because apparently their vendors for Brown County have provided services for them, and pursuant to the Minnesota Data Practices Act, I can request public data from them, seeing how they've done services for you. So, and the problem is, when I contacted them, they didn't respond to me either. So that's the thing.
I'm not going to give you any legal advice on whether or not you can even make a data practice request of a public entity or a private entity. But
that's the advantage. I included the statute in my data request to them, which is now attached to the email to you, so you can see that that's how the law is written. And I've made these requests previously, and I've received data from the private vendor, so I know that's how it actually works. So that's the detail. And I also requested their Form 990, since they're both nonprofits, and magically and mysteriously they don't want to respond to that either, which federal law says they're required to have their books open to the public, since they're nonprofits. So, again, that's the detail here. And I'm thinking that the real reason is because I sent information that shows that officers, armed officers, when they come up to the general public, their encounters are coercive when they're doing investigations, like in the case of this Candy Lamar, because that's what she's pleading, that she didn't give a voluntary statement.
Well, the court already ruled that her statement was voluntary.
Well,
that's
that's neither.
Was either faulty or Judge Doherty disregarded whatever information you sent to her. So.
Well, I never.
It's already been dismissed. I guess I'm not sure. What sort of data are you making? A verbal data practice request?
No. I already explained it to you that I've emailed them all to you. You said you're going to check your spam filter to see them. If you want, I can.
See my spam filter. There's nothing in my junk email. I said what I would do is I would call it contact IT to see if we have at least 2 or 3 different levels of filters to make sure that we don't get nuisance emailings or spam emailings.
Sure.
I will check with them
Sure.
to see if there's something that they have that's getting held up. But short of that, all I can tell you is I haven't received anything from you.
Okay, well then, if you want,
Brown County is accessing your blog. It's not me. It's no one from my office. Again, Brown County is a fairly large county. I'm sure we have several hundred people that use that IP address. So I don't know what to tell you there.
Well, if you want, I can read you my Chapter 13 data request. It's
No, that's fine. I'm going to need it in writing first.
Well, I did send it to you in writing. I did send it to you in writing.
Okay, I'll check with IT. And then what I will do is I will take your email address, and then if they say they don't have anything, then I will email you. Then you can respond to my email with your data practice. Then it should get through for sure if you're just responding to my email. If they do have something, I'll ask them to release it, and then I will respond to that.
That works fine with me.
Okay, what you got for an email?
My email address is, I will say it, then I will spell it. It's lionnews00@gmail.com. That's LIONNEWS00@gmail.com.
Alright, so L is in Lincoln, I is in India, O is in Oscar, N is in Nancy, N is in Nancy, E is in Edward, W is in Whiskey, S is in Samuel, 0 at gmail.com.
Correct.
Alright, I will check with them. If they, like I said, if they've got something held up on their end, I'll ask them to release it to me, then I'll respond. If they don't have anything, then I will send you an email indicating that they don't have anything. Somehow it got lost somewhere, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay, well, I will forward this current email that I just sent you to whatever email you send me.
Gotcha. That'll work.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Yep, bye. Okay, it is Friday, February 5th, 2021, 10:53 a.m. Calling Brown County Attorney Chuck Hanson.
Brown County Attorney's Office.
Yes, how are you doing today?
Good.
Well, that's good. Is Brown County Attorney Chuck Hanson in the office today?
Could I let him know who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Terry, T as in Tom, E-R-R-Y, Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S.
Hang on 1 second, all right?
Thank you.
Hello, it's Chuck.
Yeah, this is Terry Nemmers. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Super. Can't complain on a cold as hell day today.
It's mighty chilly.
Yeah. I was calling, you remember you sent me that fraudulent bill the other day for like $45? you made some wild, outrageous, and unsubstantiated assertion it costs $45 to process readily available free electronic information that you've created and you're the responsible authority for. So I'm, requesting an itemized statement because I consider these all fraudulent until I get an itemized statement. Because again, you've created this data. It's part of your policy and procedure to know your policies and procedures as a part of your job requirements. So I'm just trying to figure out why it would take you what costs $45 to maybe redact your information. I'm not you're really vague, so I'm trying to figure out how you come to $45.
Do you want me to just tell you over the phone? Or
No. I want it in writing. And if you're going to have someone redacted, I need the name of that person. I need to know their job title. I need to know their salary. Because you are aware, or should know that you're supposed to have the least costly person to do this. I would hate to have you, because you're making over $120,000 a year, so that'd be pretty expensive for you to be doing that, and that's the.
All of our legal assistants are usually tasked with that, and their salary runs somewhere between $50,000 and $55,000 a year, so roughly about $25 an hour. When you're looking at redacting, taking I wouldn't send a Word document. We have it in Word, so we have to convert it to a PDF, and then we have to scan that in and email it. So
what? Scan something in? So what you're going to convert a doc format to PDF, which you're of course pursuant to the state statute, you're supposed to send me the original format, which would be a doc file. But now it sounds like you're going to. Now it sounds like you're. No. You said you're going to take a doc file, convert it to a PDF file. Then it sounds like you're going to print it off onto a piece of paper, rescan it into your computer in order to generate a fee. That's what it sounded like to me.
I'm sorry for what it sounds like, but I'm telling you what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure that I understood your fraudulent bill. So now it makes perfect sense how you come up to $45.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'll get you that, and then
sure.
If you want to, like I said, you're more than welcome to come down and view.
Well, why would I want to come down and view when you can electronically transfer it to me? I sent you the policy and procedure manual that former Dakota County Attorney James Backstrom just emailed me here just the other day, which has it all in his original PDF format files. So I'm trying to figure out why you'd want to convert yours from doc to PDF, then print it out into a piece of paper, then scan it back into which assume would be non-searchable format. See, again, that'd just be more harassment there and more proof of being a fraudulent bill. You see? So again, that's what I'm just trying to figure out. And I still haven't heard anything from your sheriff. Does he have a policy and procedure manual that he's not familiar with, and he's got to print out? I'm thinking it's a Lexipol, which are web-based. So is he going to have to print that off, or download a PDF file, then print it off onto a piece of paper, then scan it back in so you can come up with some equivalent fraudulent bill? Because I'm
not sure. You'd have to talk to Jason about that. I doubt that either one of us would engage in any fraud, and I frankly resent the accusation that we're engaging in any sort of fraud.
Really?
At this point, Mr. Nemmers, I kind of consider your telephone calls harassment of a public official.
Really?
I'm going to ask that you not call my office again.
Why is that?
You can sure send an email.
I'm recording the call, so if you want to bring charges, I've recording. Are you recording it too? Because I'm going to request that recording.
No, I don't record our calls.
Well, I do. I recorded my last conversation I had with you, and the conversation I had years ago with you. So maybe I'll just put them all up on the internet.
Then that I consider this harassment.
Oh, goodness.
All right?
Hold on. I need to know about your criminal past here, because it says in a newspaper article that you admitted to some theft back in 2014, and magically, mysteriously, you've redacted it off of your official website, your official Facebook page. Did you do that while you're an elected official or still a candidate for office?
we can talk about your criminal history as well, if you'd like.
So you want to
my
change the subject? You
No,
can
I'm
change the
asking about
subject
your
because
criminal history.
you have a history of lying to law enforcement, don't you? You have a history of lying to law enforcement, don't you? And how did you become a prosecutor?
Okay, I'm gonna end the call now.
How
Again,
did you
I
become a
consider this
prosecutor with a
harassment.
theft
Do
conviction?
not call my office again.
Why
If you call
not?
my office again, I will report it to law enforcement.
You
all right?
will.
You've been trespassed. You're not welcome here at my office.
I'm
You're not welcome to
trespassed. Are you
call
going to
my
send me a
office again.
notification
All
of
right.
my trespass too? Because I'm going to file a counter criminal complaint. I hate to tell you that.
Well, you're more than welcome to do that, Mr.
Oh,
Nemmers.
good. I'm
All right,
happy.
you have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye now.